lot of appreciation and support, let us receive Askila by Sheva.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
קודם כל, כאילו, לאדוננו, מנו המשיח, כל נסקה, שרה, והצרה, וכל חסרה, אל אשר אלוקים, מאבקים לשמור ומעלות. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
My name is Askila Bat-Sheva, and it means to be wise and cause others to be wise, to be sensible and cause others to be sensible, to be understanding and cause others to be understanding, and to be enlightened and cause others to be enlightened.
That's right.
What jurisdiction though?
Okay, I'm from the DC jurisdiction.
Good God.
I chose truth scroll number 4, which is to qualify for Yah's help, our interests and goals must be in common with His. This basically means that to even be eligible for Yah's help, we have to be on the same book, same page, and same line as Him. You can't be on 2 different pages and be going in the same direction. That's right. Amos 3:3 asks, can 2 walk together except they be agreed?
Can.
It's impossible to have 2 different ultimate goals and be headed in the same direction. In my opinion, to qualify for something means that you would have to meet the specific stipulations that are a prerequisite to being able to join or benefit from something.
All right.
Now, when I think of help, I think of the words benefit and guidance. And for some reason, I always picture this big frame poster in my first elementary school. It's been up for who knows how many decades, but the moral it proposes is timeless. It says, no child left behind. Simple. Now, we know that those fools have used this phrase to justify the programs that supposedly ensure our academic success. But we also know that their program is destined to fail us.
Come on.
The poster shows 2 men in sort of a cliff separating them. The first man is the stronger of the 2 because of his obvious muscle mass, and he's reached the top of the cliff sooner. But the second man is slightly struggling, grasping on for dear life, and reaching up to the first man who's reaching down to help him up. Now, if the first man can guide the second by telling him, step left in that foothold, he'll be able to reach his hand and pull him up. Stepping into the foothold is equivalent to Yah telling us to follow the path of truth and righteousness. Now that the second man has been pulled up by the first, he's almost obligated to help the first man if a similar situation were to occur, which benefits both men.
That's right.
The relevant message is that we now qualify for Yah's help because we followed His instructions. Yah benefits because we pleased Him by following His will. And we benefit by receiving Yah's help, or the promised effect, aka everlasting life. He demonstrates this by breathing the breath of life into us each and every day. Without the breath of life, you will both spiritually and physically deteriorate.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 8:20 states, as the nations which the Lord, your God, as the nations which the Lord destroys before you, so you shall perish, because you would not be obedient to the voice of the Lord, your God. Say that the exact situation occurred again, and instead of stepping left into the foothold like he was instructed, the second man decides to be a little willful by stepping right onto a loosely ledged rock. There are consequences for turning away from Yah, who is only trying to help you. So now that we know how Yah can help us, what are the stipulations that we have to meet before being able to qualify? First things first, before we even seek Yah's help, we have to understand that the sole purpose of our creation was to carry out His will.
Okay.
Therefore, making it our ultimate goal to build His kingdom. We achieve this by assuring that our vegan diet, the way we dress, studying and promoting truth, who we surround ourselves with, the music we listen to, etc., are aligned with the greater picture. In everything that we do, we have to make sure that it's uplifting and pleasing to Yah to receive His help. His interest is in building his kingdom by spreading truth and righteousness. His goal is that everyone has access to and understands truth, and therefore applies it daily. But how does this apply to us being youth on the move? Sure, it's going to be hard, especially with society attacking us every 5 minutes, trying to force us to conform to its societal standards. We are the next generation, the next leaders, and it's just about time for us to step up. Our purpose right now is to find out what areas we can excel at that can uplift the whole. To us, this should mean that we have to change a couple of things, starting with ourselves. Like making time to study Abba's writings in the scriptures and making sure that we're acknowledging Yah and seeking him first in prayer to guide us through everything that we do. We've got to make sure that the people we surround ourselves with are positive and are spiritually uplifting us by challenging our intellect. We have to find strength in our culture and quit being ashamed or afraid to stand for what we know is right. We as individuals are like small pieces in a 10,000 piece puzzle. Finding your niche is like finding your personalized spot where only you can fit. Without you, the puzzle is unfinished and incomplete. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to complete this puzzle. And no matter what I have to do, I know that I'm going to complete it. I'd like to leave you introspecting on Abba's words from his booklet on the sacred shoe scrolls. He says, I admonish you to move swiftly, realigning your interests and goals so that they are in harmony with the will of Yah. Our power is contingent upon our submission and commitment to his objectives. So I want to ask you, do you qualify for Yah's help? And what can you do to verify it?
Good God.